dunya is the prison of the believer and the paradise of the non-believer. Because this world was not meant for us to fulfill our desires. But this world, Allah created it for the fulfillment of His commands. So whoever's going to be free in this world doing whatever he pleases will be a slave in akhirah.
No halal, no haram, nothing.
Absolutely.
Whatever he wants, he does it. No red lines.
No red lines. But if you're a slave to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in this life, fulfilling all His commands, you're going to be free in Jannah, in akhirah, and that is the ultimate goal. Now, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, it takes work. He says, "Man dana nafsahu wa amila lima ba'da al-maut." He says, whoever steps on his ego and works for what comes after death. Why steps on the ego? Because the nafs wants instant gratification. It wants the fun now. It doesn't want a rain check. It doesn't want to wait. And the Prophet ﷺ is giving us advice that step on that ego and work for what's to come in the afterlife. And then he said, the not so intelligent person, وَالْعَاجِزُ مَنْ أَتْبَعَ نَفْسَهُ هَوَاهَا وَتَمَنَّى عَلَى اللَّهِ. The not so intelligent person, he does whatever he pleases. He goes about this world, anything he desires with no consideration for Allah's commands. He does whatever he feels and he is, I'm free. Right? I'm free. I have freedom. I get to do whatever I want. But he pays for it in the afterlife. And then what does he say? He says, Allah ghafurun rahim. Allah, of course, Allah is ghafurun rahim, but you have to put in the effort first.
It's like somebody, Ousama, working and he wants to get paid literally every hour.
Yes.
He doesn't want to wait till the end of the month. Sometimes when you're just waiting for the end of the month, you're going to be more disciplined through the month to reach the end of the month and get your paycheck ready.
Absolutely.
Imagine you're getting paid every hour. You probably take it easy the hour after. You'll get paid, let's say you get paid the end of the day, probably the next day you won't want to come to work. But when you know 30 days, you got to put in work to get paid by the end of the month. I think this is a good, it's close story to what you're saying, that
absolutely,
it makes you feel akhirah, it's where you're going to get your full check.
Absolutely.
Your full check.
Hopefully, inshallah.
A big check, inshallah.
That's what we're all hoping for, but you have to put in the work. And like we said, because this world is the prison of the believer, in prison, everybody's worried about the rizq. But subhanAllah, the prisoner is not worried about his food and water, right? It's secured for him, it's guaranteed. But at the same time, he doesn't get to do whatever he pleases. So as long as we keep that in mind, that we remain within the boundaries of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, we'll be successful not only in this life, but in the afterlife. That is the intelligent person, not the likes of, many people are impressed by the likes of Warren Buffett and Elon Musk, saying that they're the smart ones. But the Prophet ﷺ saying the not so intelligent one is the one that just follows their desires. So the real intelligence is working for the afterlife.
Okay, Ousama, but nowadays we see people are full of dunya, and I usually don't like even to sit with these people, man. Whoever you sit with, he's all into dunya. How am I going to make money in this dunya? How am I going to be so happy in this dunya? People full of dunya, right now, it's where I don't want to be around. I want to be close to people talking about akhirah and making for this akhirah. What's their message we could talk to people who are just living? Their main aim is this dunya.
Anybody who makes his sole purpose and main aim this dunya, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will have no regards for them.
No.
And will afflict them with 4 things. Number 1, a never-ending anxiety. Always worried about making more and more money. Number 2, they're so busy. He's becoming occupied. Allah will occupy him in such a way that he has no spare time left.
Ya Allah.
And then also number 3, no contentment or rida. Every time his money increases, subhanallah, his expenses also increase. There's no barakah in his life. And then never-ending hope in the future. Like he's always kind of like thinking about what's next. And then he's distracted from the ultimate aim.
How many of us are falling into these categories, man? How many of us are listening and watching this and literally thinking every second, man, I don't have barakah in my time. You gotta wake up. Solve it. What can I do, man? How can I decode dunya and live for the right purpose?
The Prophet ﷺ gave us a hack. He said, "Kun fi dunya ka'annaka gharib, aw 'abiru sabil." He says, be in this dunya as a stranger or a passerby, like a traveler, because you're going through it. It's just one of the stages. You know, I came here to visit Amman. Imagine if I got here, I'm like, okay, let me purchase a car. I'm here for 2 weeks. And I go ahead and I buy a car. Next thing you know, I go and I buy a house. You'd say, this guy's crazy. I buy an entire wardrobe. You're like, Ousama, what are you doing? Typically, people, when they travel to some place that is not home, that's temporary, what do? They may Uber it around, right? They rent a hotel. They pack a small suitcase.
I love
right?
the example. I know where you're going.
Yeah, that's the thing. So most of us, what we are, we're so heavy, man. We're carrying such a huge load, and we're so distracted by all the things, because they want us to do that. They want us distracted, bro. They want us as consumers. What's a consumer? Someone that's consumed. Mashghul, distracted. What are you distracted by? They want you to buy things you don't need with money that you don't have to impress people who don't care. Think about how crazy that setup is. Really, because most of us think people care, we're trying to show off or check out this watch or these shoes or whatever it is, or my house or my nice Ferrari or whatever it is. But actually, you're busy worrying about what people think.